now. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He has the first over the middle.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Chandler again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second down carry for Jones. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they take him down right along the 30.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field and keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Penix to the air to start us off. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Man in motion here. Penix now to throw. He'll get this complete to Mooney.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Motioning the tight end now. Penix now on first down. Escapes the pocket. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Penix here from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And again, it's Penix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's able to push forward to the 25. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 6 on the pickup. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
And don't get me wrong, Kate, every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air with Penix. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. Up the sideline, past the 45. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick down in it at the 1. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Penix working from the gun. He's got a man left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Here's Penix. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. A toss now to Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. So it's the 2-minute warning here for Minneapolis. It's the Vikings with 7 to go here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught for the 1st. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On play action now, McCarthy. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ryan Wright on to punt. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. He picks up 16 on the good return. And the Falcons will take over. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing from the gun here. Avoid some trouble there. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
It's into the hands of Mooney. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, or under Robinson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And it actually goes out of bounds before anyone can scoop it up. That's how we're going to wrap up our first half.
13. Vikings nothing.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Into the hands of Pitts. And he reaches the 35 before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're set up at the 35 now. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Yeah, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. But put the ball in his hands as a run.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.